Well, I feel like I need another 68 Ford, so I found one on Marketplace. Truck and trailer's hooked up. I'm on my way to Lincoln, Nebraska to get it. So I'll show you guys what it's all about once we get it. Get it home. We got 246,108.4 miles on here, and it's 9:48 a.m. So let's see how many miles and how much time it takes to get to Lincoln, Nebraska. Just pulled out and it's already raining, and I'm gonna fight wind and rain the whole way up here, and I believe it's supposed to turn into blowing blizzard-like snow. It's gonna be a fun trip. Going through Coffeen, Illinois right now. I'm up to 12.4 miles to the gallon. It's been windy and rain. Of course, I ain't been gone very long. 10:08. Next, we'll be going through Hillsboro. We're coming up to Hillsboro, Illinois. I want to show you guys this building up here. Right there, that big white building with the rock pile there, getting all tore down. That was a Ford dealership for as many years as I could know. I mean, from the beginning of automobiles, I believe. My Aunt Roberta worked there for 50 years, 1963 to 2013, and retired. And right after she retired, the owner died, and his son ran it in the ground, and within 2 years they were totally bankrupt. It was a sad time around here. That employed a lot of people for a lot of time. A lot of people that we know bought cars and trucks there. I think she said when she started in 1963, titles were $3. So let's get through Hillsboro, Illinois. Right there it is. Population 6,300. I'm up to averaging 13.1 miles a gallon, bucking this wind and pulling a trailer. We'll see how, if it gets any better. I'll keep you posted. Well, we made it through Litchfield. I believe it said population 6,900. Now we're getting on Interstate 55 north towards Springfield, capital of Illinois. We're not going to go through Springfield. We're going to cut off on 72 and head west. So the rain's let up a little bit for now. We're up to averaging 13.7 miles to the gallon. We'll see if it gets any better on the interstate. The wind should be behind us a little bit, headed north. It might help, so I'll touch base right there at Springfield. Here we are, just south of Springfield, Illinois. We're going to take 72 west out across Missouri, and I believe it turns into Highway 36, and then we'll take 29, I believe it is, north up into Nebraska. The truck says we're getting 15.9 miles a gallon, so it'll help to get behind that, get the wind behind us. So we'll keep my eyes on the road. Looks like it's slowing down up here. Well, here we are at Hannibal, the Missouri state line. Been on the road just over 3 hours, gone about 170 miles. Truck says we're getting 15.1. It went down there pretty good, bucking this wind again. I'm gonna pull over for the first time and go to the bathroom and grab a bite to eat and get back on the road. All right, back on the road from Hannibal. Went to the bathroom, grabbed something at McDonald's, and I'm on Highway 36 headed west. And I believe the next one is Highway 29 going north into Nebraska. So I'll keep you updated. Well, I'm still going across here on 36 or 9, whatever it is. Man, it's a stretch across here. Probably been about 250 miles so far. I'm still not to 29. Got 51 miles to go before I hit 29. It's dropped 10 degrees in about 15 minutes. It went from 53 down to 42 now, so 11 degrees. Supposedly it's really blowing and snowing up here on 29. The first time I've ever had this trailer, an Assault, in 5 years that I've owned it, but not much I can do about it now. So it's awful dark and gloomy, and it's only 3:26. It looks like about nighttime. So just thought I'd check in. About 50 miles to 29 north. Well, I pulled off. We're down to 14.5 miles a gallon. The wind is just terrible. They're saying there's a wind advisory, wind gust up to 45 miles an hour, and I'm driving right straight into it, and the gas gauge is dropping down pretty quick. So I saw a place here to get some fuel and go to the bathroom again. It's dropped down to 37 degrees now, so I'm going to fill up. We're just a few more miles from 29 north, so it's about 500 miles up here. I think I'd have made it on a full tank of gas if it wasn't so windy all the way up. So I'm going to fill up, go to the bathroom, get back on the road. All right, it says we used 22.7 gallons, and it actually held, I squeezed it in, 23.3, so that's pretty dang close. So I'm going to leave this trip be where it's at so we can see how many miles it was up there. I'm going to go over here to A, and I'm going to reset it for this fill up, and then go back over to B and just watch it for the rest of the way up there, and hopefully get up there tonight without any slick roads. It's down to 36 now, so it's dropping pretty fast. So let's get on 29 north, just a few more miles. I'm going to show you guys too, this road's been nothing but a roller coaster all the way across here too. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I've got the truck set in tow haul, so it'll usually kick down when you're going up a pretty steep hill. It did in that one, but here's another one. That's what it's been all the way across here. It's just like a roller coaster. Certainly isn't helping the fuel mileage. We're down to 14.3 now. Got 155 miles to go before we get to my niece's. That's where I'm going to stay tonight, in Lincoln is my niece's. I'm actually pick the car up tomorrow. The guy's going to meet me there with it because he's like 2.5 hours west of Lincoln. So that's a deal that we made. I just told him I'd give him full price for the car if he would meet me there with it, because that'd knock about 5 hours off my trip, and I appreciated it. So we'll get up there. Hopefully it's not icy when I get up here. We're down to 34 now, so it's very possible it could get slick. I may have to slow way down, so we ought to be getting to 29 pretty quick. All right, here we go. We're getting on 29 north. This will be about the last stretch up here, and the wind's going to get worse. It's coming out of the northwest, so it's really going to be pounded down now. We're down to 14.2 mile a gallon. So it looks like we are at a standstill up here, so it's going to take even longer than I thought. I'm not sure what's going on, so I better get off here and pay attention. Well, now we switched over to a wintry mix and then mostly snow, and it's down to 32 degrees, so I backed it down to about 60. I think the ground's probably warm enough it's not freezing. I don't see it sticking anywhere in the grass or anything either, but now we got snow, blowing snow. So I got 2 hours and 2 minutes left to get up there, but it's going to take a little bit longer than that since I backed the speed down. 130 some miles, I think I said. So I'm just going to take it slow and easy the rest of the way in. Well, now we're on Highway 2, the last stretch in here. It says I got like 50 minutes left to go. Got out of the snow, the roads are dry. You can see it did stick in some of the grassy areas, but the temperature got down to 31, went back up to 32, now it's back down to 31, but the roads are dry, so it should be a good stretch in here now. So I'll holler at you when I get there. All right, we made it. 6:58 p.m. Exactly 9 hours and 10 minutes. 501.6 miles. You can take 4 miles off that from the truck stop to my house when I filled it up. So, not bad. 9 hour 10-minute trip, so it'll be 18-hour trip, round trip, 1,000-mile round trip to get this car. The things I go through for 68 Ford XLs. Let's see how salty this truck is. And trailer. As I say, I've had this trailer for, oh, the sun's shining now too. The trailer I've had for 5 years, and it's never been in the salt until today. So I got to get that thing cleaned off. The truck's not bad. It's covered in salt, but a little bit on the trailer. I'll take it to a car wash to get it washed off. But I'm here at my niece's. There's my nephew-in-law, Josh. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We're going to get that car loaded up sometime tomorrow afternoon, evening. See you then. Well, it's the next day, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to take this truck and trailer over here to a car wash that says it's 3 minutes from me, and I'm going to get the salt off here because it's driving me absolutely nuts. It's not really terrible, but like I said, I've had this trailer for 5 years and it's never been in the salt. It's barely seen rain, and I always keep it inside. So I'm going to go find a car wash and get this thing rinsed off, and then that guy's supposed to be here this afternoon, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, to meet me with the car. So that's what we're doing today. I'm at my niece's. My parents are actually up here too, and my brother, because it's some kind of grandparents' day at my niece's school. So I thought that's why it'd be a good weekend to come up here and get this done. So I'm gonna go find this car wash. Still got ice all over the license plate. It's totally covered, so let's go get it cleaned off. Yeah, so these car washes up here in the big city aren't truck and trailer friendly. You got to drive through there and hand wash it for you and everything, and I want a car wash that I can get out and actually spray it all up underneath and everything. So I'll just have to do it when I get back home tomorrow. So much for that idea. Okay guys, we got this car loaded up yesterday. It was so cold and windy, there was no way I was going to do it, try to film it. But we got this, and we've got my truck loaded up because my niece and her husband and family are going to be moving back towards home. So we'll talk about this car more when I get it home, go through what options and stuff it's got on it. So I'll leave you alone today. There goes somebody else. So we'll talk about it when we get home. All right, it shows we've gone 509 miles since I left home. It's 9:23 a.m. leaving Lincoln, Nebraska. So we'll see how long it takes us to get home. Well, I just topped this truck off again. Actually, it's the second time since we started the trip. We're on trip A. We only got 11 miles a gallon out of that tank, half a tank. So we're gonna go back to B and watch this one for the full trip, but it's still only 18 degrees outside and the wind's really roaring, but it's kind of pushing us home. So on the road again. I want to show you guys how impressed I am with this truck, this Ecoboost V6 3.5 twin turbo. Almost 247,000 miles. The cruise is set. I don't have my foot on the gas. See the light on. We're going to climb this hill. Up this big hill here. We ain't going to lose no speed. It's doing it itself. I've never had a V8 pull like this truck does. Maintain speed up and down these hills like it's done. But as you can see, we're only getting 12.3 miles a gallon now, but we are pulling a 4,000 pound XL, and I don't know what that trailer weighs. So Anybody wants to dog these V6 Fords, they can dog them all they want, but I'd buy another one. I'm pretty impressed with it. Well, I made it back home last night around 6:30, 7 o'clock. This is the kind of car wash I'm talking about, where you can drive through, but it's actually been so cold they got these doors closed. At least it is 33 today. It never got above 25 all the way home yesterday, but I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta get this stuff to my sister-in-law's because my niece and her family's coming back. I told you I loaded all that stuff up. My main concern right now is to get the salt off this trailer before I back it in the shed. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna get all the salt off this trailer, up underneath and best I can before I put it away, and then I'm gonna go fill this truck back up and tally up and see exactly how many miles and how much fuel we used to go get this thing. So I'm gonna get it rinsed off. All right, we're gonna get this LTD out of here and we're gonna back the trailer in here. Hopefully it fits. I'm pretty sure it will. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, but I'm not ready to take that convertible off the trailer yet, so I need to get in here. It's supposed to rain all week starting Tuesday. Sell some stuff. Okay, we're in here as far as we can go. So I'm going to get it unhooked. All right, there it is. It's undercover. Trailer's clean. There's the other side. I don't think you guys even seen. This car don't look like much on the outside, but it's got some pretty cool stuff with it. So let's see what all we spent. I found that car on Marketplace, and I got a little tire here. I paid $2,700 for the car. This is where I just topped it back off on trip A. The complete round trip, we went 1,019.1 miles. 19.22 hours. It was remote started a couple times. We used 81.2 gallons of gas, and we averaged 12.5 miles to the gallon. Developed a low tire light overnight. Spent $248.70 in fuel. So that was the trip to get this car home. So stay tuned and we'll do a walk around on the car. I gotta get my taxes done this week, and like I said, it's supposed to rain all week. That's why I just want to get it in there for now, undercover, till the weather turns around. It did finally get up to 33 degrees today. It's supposed to get better this week, so I'll post this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. It may be kind of boring, but stay tuned for the next one. We'll go around and talk about that car and what it's got in it. Thanks for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Oh, and one last thing. This truck with this 3.5 Ecoboost twin turbo engine, with that many miles, 247,000 miles, blew my mind. I've had it 2 years, and that trailer's been piled down with parts. I haven't been able to use it. That's the first time that I've towed anything with it, and this truck totally blew my mind. It pulled better, or just as well as any diesel that I've ever had. So I wouldn't hesitate to buy another one of these in a heartbeat. Again, thanks for watching.